Hey guys, how you doing? Jamie Caparoso again, your big bad keto daddy, saying holla if you hear me. All right, we got a lot of exciting stuff going on this week. At the end of the week, I'm actually flying out to Colorado. I'm going to be speaking at Carb Breckenridge. If you guys aren't familiar with that, go check it out at lowcarbreckenridge.com. Denver's Diet Doctor, Dr. Jeffrey Gerber, and Doug Reynolds will be hosting that. It's going to be a great, great event. A lot of good information out there, okay? Dr. Eads is speaking, Jimmy Moore is speaking, Dr. Westman speaking, the list goes on and on. So it should be a really good event. I actually get 20 minutes to speak. I'll be telling a little bit about my story, my evolution of Keto Paleo, and I'll also be highlighting Chasing Ketones, which is one of my most popular blog posts relating to the idea that you'll be on a low-carb ketogenic diet and you're chasing ketones instead of results. But more to come. I'm thinking they're streaming that live, so if you go to lowcarbreckenridge.com, there should be some information on that. All right? So one of the big questions I'm getting a lot this week is intermittent fasting. Do you believe in it? Do you do it? Do you think there's benefits? Yes, I do believe there's benefits to intermittent fasting, and I don't necessarily mean skipping a meal. From an evolutionary standpoint, I always would argue that 3 square meals a day or 3 meals a day was something that we made up in the industrial era, that as a species, that's something we never had anyway. So quite often we spent, if you will, roll back the hands of time, imagine waking up in the forest and not going to the kitchen to get something to eat. You had to hunt and gather everything. So odds are you were eating once or twice a day. That being said, I think there is a lot to be had for skipping a meal and or even going 24 to 48 hours without a meal, because I think it follows our evolutionary template a lot better. I think it also stimulates there's a lot of research showing that it stimulates a lot of repair hormones as opposed to constantly being fed status. I'm obviously that constantly being fed status in this country is when it's known. You just take a look around. So yeah, intermittent fasting by definition, 24 to 48 hours, something like that. Even as far as skipping a meal, you'll find that once you get keto adapted or on this ketogenic pathway, that it's more the habit you miss than anything. You may not actually be that hungry, but your little internal clock goes off and say, hey, it's lunchtime, it's time to eat, I want to eat, and then you feel gypped if you don't eat. In reality, yeah, you probably don't even need it, and it would probably do you some good to skip it. So intermittent fasting, yes, a plus. I just define it a little differently. Sometimes I'm just skipping a meal versus intermittent fasting. So yeah, that's a good question. Wolf mode, I got that question the other day. I was at the zoo with my kids, and they had large wolves there, and one of the stats on it was that wolves can eat up to 20 pounds of meat at a time. And thinking back again from an evolutionary template where you wake up in the middle of the woods or the jungle or the savannas of Africa, and you have nothing to eat, but you get lucky enough to take down something large, you are not going to limit yourself to X amount of protein or fat. You are going to gorge to that point. So people ask me quite often, do you ever do that? And yeah, I almost do like a protein refeed. Once a week, maybe twice a week, I'll completely gorge on a big steak or something, a big fatty cut of meat, or just piles of seafood. And I believe it, and I've been calling it wolf mode lately, so might even get a t-shirt out of me for that, wolf mode, keto status. Anyway, so also, Program 42, we launched that maybe 3-4 weeks ago. If you guys aren't familiar with Program 42, what it is, it's a plan that I answered the call of a lot of my emailers and messages. We want a complete plan. We want a complete program for keto adaptation. So we literally customized 42-day meal plan for you. Takes you right through that whole 4 to 6 weeks of keto adaptation, tells you exactly what to eat and how much. We do a daily caloric intake calculation for you based on your goals, whether you're an athlete or maybe you're trying to lose some weight or you have some metabolic damage that you're just trying to get into ketosis and really don't care about a calorie deficit. We cater that all to you. And if you're interested in exercise modules, everything from the stay-at-home version to your standard commercial gym to We had a guy write in this week, we did a whole Olympic lifting program for him for the whole 6-week, 42 days. So if that's something you're interested, CrossFit or powerlifting or anything like that, I'll program it out for you. I'll give you the complete package. Just come to the realization that some people just don't want to think. They just want the package. So great things coming with that, but bear with me for being slow. I got some help now, but I'm responding as fast as I can, getting the programs written as fast as I can, which brings me to another point. When I'm in Breckenridge, I might be a little slower just due to my schedule. So bear with me, but we'll get those programs out to you and we'll get you started in the keto adaptation pathway. So, Keto Check. Okay, at the 11th hour, I put one more different update in there. There is a basic BMR, or basal metabolic rate calculator, or your daily and caloric take calculation page on there. And at the 11th hour, I decided to make it, instead of a fixed deficit, a sliding deficit. So you can actually slide through 0 to 50% calorie deficit or addition to. So at the 11th hour, I decided to add that. I just checked my email a little while ago. It was updated or uploaded to test flight, so I'll be able to test flight it this afternoon on iPad and iPhone. And as soon as I okay that and write the descriptions out with the new screenshots, because the screen changed a little bit, I made things look a little more like buttons as opposed to links, so it was easier for you guys to use. Keto Check 2.0. I'll be really surprised, unless I stumble across something goofy, that it won't be out this week. Okay, so in a nutshell, for all you guys out there wondering what the hell this keto adaptation thing is, it's taking your body from a state of burning glucose to a fat burning machine. And you can check out my blog, keto-paleo.com, for all the information and blog posts about that. Go to my YouTube channel, Jamie Caporoso. Very, very soon I'll be launching a ketogenic resource page where you guys can buy all the tools and things that you need to get started, meters, ketonics, P-strips, t-shirts, vitamins, all that kind of stuff below. So be looking forward to that. I plan on launching that within the next couple of weeks, and hopefully it just grows as you guys demand stuff. So, all right, anyway, that's a lot of information fast. This is your big bad keto daddy, Jamie Caporoso, saying eat like you care about yourself, and I'll see you guys again next week in Breckenridge. Take care. Bye.